Leo, welcome to your reading for the month of July. And we start with August with Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way, a change is coming. And Grasshopper with situation in the balance that requires careful handling. Also, we have the Wealth. The Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And we have dealings or relationship with a woman. As oracle card, we have the Witch, and it says be the light. And this is a card that advises to, in conflictuous situations or at any time of your life, anyhow, to follow a path that is of peace, that you need to choose wisely and be light and kind when interacting with whatever happens in your life. It's about us choosing being at the higher self, So yeah. And to be honest, when I look at the theme of the month, for you, it comes with the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is about us carrying too much weight on our back. And normally the 10 of Wands is also about us carrying the burdens of other people, carrying the responsibilities of others. And this card didn't come upright or reversed. So I guess there's a shift here. There's a choice you will be doing. And let's see how. What I feel is like there is something related to your emotions that you always wanted to manifest and probably is not working for you. And this card is actually inviting you to avoid cutting completely off this possibility. Maybe this needs a rearrangement in your life, needs to be aligned, but be careful the way you slow down this connection or that you cut the people off, because there is something that you will be receiving. There is a proposal, there's an offer, and it's important that you know how to embrace. Maybe it won't be exactly what you wanted, but it will be something that will allow you to learn or start anew. It's something that can come to you in an unexpected way. I'm listening to it, but you are being invited to take it. I know you are overburdened, and probably right now in your life, maybe you're going through either a divorce or a break of contract. The Hierophant here, reverse, evaluate from where you can learn new things, new perspectives. How can you rise up to the new you? Because I feel, and this can be a person in your life or maybe you, I think there's this energy of being aggressive, of being impulsive, of being manipulating, and you need to let go of this. Maybe if this is you, stop having this feeling of need of control. Connect with your higher self, learn to accept, learn to be more kind, the healer. And if this is someone, an energy, a feminine energy, even, and it's maybe associated to this connection that is so contractual or official, maybe it's time for you to let go or do things in a different way. Because I feel that you need to follow the path of having inner peace. The 5 of Swords is here, and this is normally a bully energy when we communicate again through manipulation, being aggressive, even lies. And it's time to reverse this. You need to internally be at peace, and the goal is actually to bring you balance. This is the card of Aquarius. It's about you coming through a self-centered energy that allows you to be also at peace with others, because you need to grow into a new stage, a new mindset towards a more jovial, maybe um, you are learning from this person, or you are learning from your own experience of being manipulative and aggressive and saying bad things, whatever, that you need to slow down. You need to, try a new approach, the way you communicate. And this is your growth. You're growing through that. And through that, you will let go of this burden, and you will need to slow down. And this is the thing. You need to calm, to ground, to choose a lighter approach. And I see you here doing that, really slowing down, maybe even cut communication with people or some people, canceling, traveling, whatever it is. But things will be, more into resistance mode. And this probably comes also from your environment and yourself wanting to some distance from these burdens, because you're finding that your environment is actually draining your energy. What you find of vitality mentally, physically, all aspects, even financial, it's draining. And I have this is more mental, but somehow it's messing up with your emotions. You're scared of departing, you're scared of choosing, you're scared. So what I see is, like, I feel like you have this fear of embracing whatever options you have, but you are being invited to do so. I think you're overwhelmed. What you need to do is, actually, and it makes all sense as an outcome of energy, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here reversed. It is necessary that, Leo, you turn inwards and you understand that you have immense value. And I know that this will not satisfy you completely, but it's about you learning, it's about you growing, it's about you prioritizing yourself. You cannot be responsible for everything that happens in the world. You cannot be responsible for everything that happens with your people, because this puts you in out of balance, it drains your mind, and therefore you become this person that will always find conflicts, because internally you are at conflict. You want to be there for someone, for example, but that person also needs to take care of themselves. And maybe there are other people around you that can help you. For example, same thing at work, or maybe you are in this relationship where you're being bullied, and you need to understand that you don't have to take that as part of the relationship. Probably the other person needs to do their own healing. And therefore, once you realize this, you go like, this is not about me. This is what these cards are saying. And therefore, I am going to take care of myself, and I'm going to prioritize myself. And maybe the option here that you are afraid to take is between yourself and someone else, or your job. So yeah, in an environment that is not providing to you, you need to be your own provider. And this is the invitation of this reading. So choose peace. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, do like, subscribe, and follow. You can donate to my channel if you want by following the links on the bio. Otherwise, Leo, as usual, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.